Welcome back to another YouTube video. It has been a long time since I've done any YouTube content, and there is a good reason for that. A lot has happened since my last video, and I thought today would be a perfect opportunity to give you guys an update and let you guys know what's been going on, what's been happening with life in Bulgaria, where we are, because I think the last time I done a video, we were meant to go back to the UK. That was final, that was happening. And since then, I've kind of gone ghost on YouTube. If you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you'll kind of know what's been happening. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but there's been so much stuff going on. I literally, physically haven't had the time to do YouTube in a long time. So we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna let you guys know what's been going on, where I've been. Are we in Bulgaria? Are we in the UK? What's going on? So let's go straight from the top. So last update I gave you guys on YouTube, we were due to go back to the UK. We had our one-way flight booked back to the UK, which I'm going to put up here. This was final. This was happening. We put a deposit down for an apartment. So we were due to go back. We had the apartment set up. We had the place we were going back to. And we decided around 4 days before we were due to go back to the UK. Actually, we don't want to go back to the UK. We made a U-turn. We took a decision, a very bold and a very brave decision to remain living in Bulgaria. And the reason being, majorly it was on me. I feel like I gave up at that point in time on life in Bulgaria way too early. I became very isolated. I didn't have much going on. And at the time, we were just I was a bit stagnant. I was very homesick. I missed my friends. I missed my family. And I went to the extreme end of the decision. Rather than thinking, you know what, I'm going to go back to the UK for a bit. I'm going to reset and then come back to Bulgaria. I was like, you know what, I'm packing my bags. I'm going and that's it. You know, so it was a very spontaneous, I wouldn't even say spontaneous, but it was a very kind of emotional decision. I wasn't really thinking logically at the time. It was a very emotional decision. There was a lot of things going on, a lot of changes, and I thought, I'm going back to the UK, that's it. So we decided that was the plan, but we made the U-turn, and honestly, it was the best decision that we made, making that U-turn and remaining in Bulgaria and pushing through. So there's been a lot happening since. First of all, business. At the time of us going back to the UK, there was nothing going on for me here. I had no intention to be here in terms of professionally. I felt like I wasn't developing. I felt like I wasn't growing. I felt like I gave up on business and on life here way too early. So we decided, step one of staying in Bulgaria, relaunch our business, which is a digital marketing agency. So we focus on short form content, social media, and paid advertising, and that is going very well. We are fully booked, snowed under, meetings upon meetings upon meetings. We cannot keep up, and it's fantastic. But at the same time, we've gone from one end of the scales where we have nothing going on to the other end where we almost have too much going on. And because of that, my content, so like YouTube for example, has taken a bit of a hit because you have to figure out where to prioritize. And as much as I love doing YouTube, I love doing this, my business and my profession obviously has to take priority, right? So that's been one thing that's been keeping me very busy, is figuring out a system, figuring out how I can balance everything. On top of that, I have taken a full-time job. So my best friend in the UK, he owns a business in the UK. I've been doing freelance for him for a while. So I've been doing a lot of marketing bits, a lot of stuff freelance. They are expanding so quickly that they needed someone to come in full-time and help with marketing full-time and also with recruitment. So that's now my full-time daily role. And it's something that I took because I absolutely love doing this. I'm working with my best friend, I'm helping to grow a company I enjoy, and I'm doing what I enjoy with the marketing as well, and the recruitment side of it. So that's keeping me very busy on top of the agency. Bear in mind the agency's myself and my wife Marina. We do it together. So of course I've still been doing content, so I'm very active. If you don't know, on TikTok and Instagram, I am posting on there about life in Bulgaria and about life in general every single day. Also, I want to say I was on Bulgarian TV. That's right. About 2 weeks ago, I had 2 TV interviews. One was for a station called BTV and one was for a station called Nova TV. Now, the BTV interview has aired. I'm going to play it right now.
Дейвид вече от 1 година живее в България. Казва, че страната му харесва храната, културата и по-спокойният начин на живот.
Обичам bulgarski food. The food, the culture, the way of life.
Ако се сравни с Великобритания, там е много забързано, а тук има възможност за балансиран начин на живот. Хората намират време за кафе, хубава вечеря, докато там това го нямаме. Няма баланс между работата и живота.
Цените в нашите супермаркети обаче го изненадват.
Цените са европейски, но не с европейски заплати. И точно там е проблемът според мен.
Видеото му събира 1 милион гледания, но и разделя хората. Едни го подкрепят, други го обвиняват, че пазарува скъпо и купува вносни стоки.
Смисълът да направя видеото не беше задължително за себе си, но по-скоро за хората, които живеят със средна работна заплата. Когато сравняваш средната работна заплата с цените на продуктите, тук е където идва проблемът.
Дейвид обяснява, че не навсякъде положението е еднакво. Според него разликата между цените и доходите се усеща най-силно извън столицата.
Какво не бях взел предвид беше, че най-високите заплати са в София. Хората с големи доходи са там. Проблемът е в градът, в който живея, в селата, защото цените остават същите, но заплатите са значително по-ниски.
За сравнение, в Великобритания има разлика в цените между отделните райони.
Всеки град има различни цени. Аз живеех в Есекс, близо до Лондон. Там цените бяха много по-ниски от тези в Лондон. Като цяло стандарта на живот е по-висок. Данъци, електричество, вода, но специфично ако погледнем храната, имам чувството, че тук вие плащате същите цени, каквито бихте платили в Великобритания. Ако плащате същите цени, но заплатите са значително по-ниски, нещо не се връзва.
Дори чужденци, които избират България за свой дом, усещат поскъпването в магазина.
And this was an amazing experience. This was my first time being interviewed for TV in Bulgaria. Now, the reason this initially came about is because I posted a video and it ended up getting about 1.5 million views. This was my first, I would say, viral video. Like I've had videos in the past, I've got like 100,000, 200,000 and you know, they've done well, but in terms of like being a hot topic and something that people actually want to interview me on, this was like a massive piece of content for me, and this like has really changed the game for me in Bulgaria, and especially with content creation. Like it's really, I would say, kind of started to put me on the map now, you know, like I feel like I can actually say I am a content creator. I'm getting paid to post videos across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm actually getting paid to do something that I enjoy, something that I would do for free. I'm not getting paid from YouTube right now, but that's another story. Maybe down the line, who knows? But it was a fantastic experience, and let's hope it's going to be first of many, because I really am enjoying this content creation stuff. I really love to make content that entertains, educates, motivates, and inspires people. That's why I initially started, and that's why I do it. And I want to say at this point in the video, if you've made it this far, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. But yeah, that's basically as quickly as possible everything that's been going on. It's been very, very busy, but I do hope to resume YouTube on a regular basis. Now, I don't want to set false promises to say, oh, I'm going to be posting once a week or I'm going to be posting 3 times a week, because I feel like we initially started this channel basically to travel and to document traveling, but with everything going on, we need to be based here. We need to be working, we need to be building and grinding in preparation for the summer. So summer we can travel and we can go to other places, but for the time being, like there's not a lot of traveling going on, there's not a lot of stuff going on to show you guys. So I feel like I want to use this platform more so to give you kind of updates as to how life's been, and updates as, you know, a foreigner living in Bulgaria, someone that's left the UK. And I want to touch upon that actually. How is life in Bulgaria now? Now, I know I said about it a little bit earlier, but life in Bulgaria now is fantastic. I feel like now we push through that pain point of things being difficult, of being homesick, of missing home comforts, missing familiarity, and Bulgaria now very much feels like home. It didn't really in that period, I would say. So we've been here for over a year now. So October the 27th, I'm going to say, we moved to Bulgaria 2024. So it's been over a year now. Now, I would say the first 3 months of living in Bulgaria, fantastic. No complaints. I was still kind of on holiday mode. So it felt like I was on holiday. It didn't really feel like I was living here. After the 3-month mark, life here started to get a little bit difficult because it was no longer a holiday. It was no longer coming to visit Bulgaria. This is now my reality. So anywhere you go in the world, there's going to be amazing things, but there's also going to be negatives. And I feel like the longer you live somewhere, the more you see the negatives of a place. And these little things really started to pick on me. And it was cultural differences, and it was things that I hadn't really experienced before. And especially being a public content creator, I feel like I grew very quickly as a content creator in Bulgaria, and it was something I wasn't prepared for. Being someone that beforehand was a very private person, someone that nobody really knew, so I could just walk the street and, you know, no one would really recognize me. Fast forward to a period where my momentum really started picking up, and for me, it became very uncomfortable at that point in time because I wasn't used to it. But fast forward to now, and yeah, life is absolutely amazing. We're just so busy building now. I think the key thing is the reason that I was very stagnant here, and the reason I wanted to go back to the UK is because I had nothing really going on here professionally. I didn't have any form of growth, and I felt like being in Bulgaria, living here at the time that we were wanting to go back to the UK, there was no real development opportunities until we relaunched the business. And now things are so busy, it's almost like, how did we have a phase where we had nothing going on? How did we have a phase where we weren't busy? I can't picture not being busy now because of the amount of stuff going on. But I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but that's everything that's been going on. But as I said, if you've got any questions about life in Bulgaria, or if you've got any questions about what's been going on, please leave a comment below. And as I said, please hit that subscribe button. You'll be massively helping the channel grow. But if there's anything you want me to cover, any topics, or if there's anything you want to see from me, make sure to also let me know, because I'm here to create content for you guys, you know. So anything at all, let me know. But I'm going to wrap this up now. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys eventually in the next video.